students, this is Monica, PGT in Computer Science from Sri GKJ Higher Secondary School. Today I am going to teach for 11th Standard Computer Science Chapter 11 Functions. And this video is a continuation of my previous videos. In those previous videos I already explained you about what are functions with the introduction and need of using the functions in your programming languages. And finally, I told you about the character functions. What are the character functions you have? You can use it in your C++ language. Today, I will explain you about the string manipulation. So, what are the string functions you have? You can use it in your C++ program. And how will you use these string functions in your program? String manipulation is nothing but it will have several common functions for dealing with the strings stored in arrays of character. String is nothing but more than one character, you already know about it. So if you accepting an input from the user as a string, you can use any of the string options in your C++ program. But before using any of the functions in your program, you have to include this header file string.h in your program. Now coming to the first type, string copy. You have to write it as strcpy. str stands for string and cpy stands for copy. It is a function, so you have to mention with the parenthesis. String copy, it usually deals with two arguments because you have two strings to copy from one another. So you will have two arguments, one is source and one is target. It will copy the character string pointed by the source to the memory location pointed by the target. So whatever string you have in your source and you will have one more string in your target. So if you want to copy your source string to the target string, you can use this string copy function. I will first tell you the example, then you will clearly understand the definition of string copy. This is example. As I told you, for using any string function, you have to first include the string.h header file. So coming to the int main, char source is your variable under character data type. It takes the string computer science. And target is another variable under same character data type and it will take the input as character. Cout, string in source before copied. So what is the string in your source before copied? That this is your string in the source. So you will get the first output statement as computer science. And the second output statement, string in target before copied. So what is your target string? That is your target. So you will get a target over here in the second output statement. Now you are applying the string copy function. So these output statements are optional. You can either use or you can omit also. If you use these cout statements, then it is easy for you to understand the program. What is the string before copy and what is your string after you are applying the string copy function. String copy target comma source. So whatever the source variable contain the string will be copied to the memory location of your target. So after getting copied, now the output statement string in target after string copy function executed. So now the target will be changed as what? Changed as computer science because you are applying the string copy function. The source string will be copied to the memory location of your target string. So the target now is changed as computer science. So before copied is computer science and target before copied is target. So after applying your string copy, your overall string got changed as computer science. This is what explained here. It copies the character string pointed by the source to the memory location pointed by the target. Now coming to the second function, string length. strlen. Len stands for length. And what this length will do? It will calculate and give you the length of the string. And it will omit, it will terminate the null character in your string. This definition takes the null terminated byte string source as its argument and returns its length. So whatever string you are giving, it will tell you the length of the string. Now coming to the example for string length. This is very simple program. Here you are using string length function. So I am here mentioning the string.h header file. So source is computer science. So what you are going to do? You are going to find out the length of the source. So source refers to the string computer science. So the length of computer is 8 and science is 7 and one space you are leaving in between the two strings. So it is computer 8, 1 and 7. So totally the length of the source will be 16. So what is the output? Given string is computer science. Its length is 16. So whatever you are giving in between the double quotes will be printed as such in the output statement, and this source will refers the value of your source variable, and this will returns the length of your source, that is 16. This is an example for your string length. Now coming to the string compare. String compare is little bit different from all your functions. It also takes two arguments, source and target, because it have to compare between two strings. So one is said to be a source and one is said to be a target. So it will compare the content of the string 1 and string 2. Lexicographically is nothing but in an alphabetical order or in a lexico order. That is nothing but the first character of your string 1. For example, I will tell you the example afterwards. If I am taking the same example as computer science, the first string is computer and the second string is science. If I am taking the first string, first character, and here the first character will be compared first. So the comparison will be based on the ASCII values of your characters. So the C takes the ASCII value 67 and S takes the ASCII value 83. So if the ASCII value you are going to compare with the string 1 and string 2 is less than, means the return value will be negative. And if the ASCII value of your string 1 is greater than the string 2, then it will return you the positive value. If it is equal, then it is said to be a 0. So based on this condition, I will explain you the program. Listen here carefully, because this program is little bit difficult comparing to other functions. I am here taking two strings, string 1 and string 2, and in result, because after comparison I will get either a positive number or a negative number or a 0. So that will be saved under the variable result. So result is equal to string compare of, so string 1 is computer and string 2 is science. So I told you already the ASCII values will be compared. So 67 and 83 the ASCII values of both the characters. So it is obviously less. So what happened? This if statement will be executed. If it is same, for example, if here also computer, here also computer, if it is same, then what happened? This if statement will be executed. If this if statement executed, then the output will be equal. If this is executed, then the output will be not equal, because the two strings whatever you are taken is not equal. So string 1, what is the string 1 value? Computer, and string 2 value science are not equal, because the ASCII values of the first characters are not equal. So there is no need to compare your second value and third value and so on. So this is your string compare function. Now I will explain you the fourth function. Now coming to the fourth function, string concatenate, string strcat function, and this function will append your character, that is your target string, with the source string. So I will first explain you the example, then you will easily understand the definition. See here I am using string cat. So I am here declaring the string.h header file. String target is learning C++ is fun. String source with the comma, easy and very useful. So what I am going to do to here, I am concatenating, I am appending my character string, that is my target string, with the source string. So after doing this operation, if I give the cout statement for the target, then I will get the output as inclusive of all these two lines, that is learning C++ is fun, comma, easy and very useful. So it will just append your copy of the character string pointed by the source to the end of the string pointed by the target. So end of the target, you will just attach the source characters also, so that now if you display this target, you will get the full statement as learning C++ is fun, comma, easy and very useful. It is just appending your two strings together. Now coming to the string upper UPR and string LWR. This is string upper, this is string lower. This is simple. If you want to convert your string to the uppercase letters, then you have to use this STR UPR. If your string is in uppercase letter, if you want to convert to a lowercase, then you have to use this STR LWR. So these two are very similar. You want to convert from uppercase to lowercase or lowercase to uppercase. So same example you can write it for both the functions with small modifications. You have to first include the header files whatever you are using. Int main, here string 1 of 50. Int, you are giving the output statement to the user, type any string in the lowercase. So we will give a string in the lowercase and that string will be getting by using the gets function. So for using this gets function, you have to use stdio.h as I already mentioned you in the previous video. Now cout converted the source string. You have to write all the strings whatever the user given into uppercase letters. And this is the function I am using here, stdupr of str1. So whatever the string is given by the user in the lowercase, for example computer, it will take the string and it will convert the equivalent uppercase characters of each and every character in your string. Same way you can write the same example for lower also, but you have to here change the cout statement as uppercase and you have to here change the function as strlwr. Then what will happen? Your uppercase characters will be converted to lowercase letters. So these are the two functions, strupr and strlwr. Hope students this is very interesting and you understood the concept also. Okay, you just revise one more time in your book. All these examples are taken from the book only. You just take your book and revise one more time for the better understanding. And for more educational updates, you can subscribe our school YouTube channel GK Jain Schools. And if you really understood and you like the video, you can encourage me with the like option. Thank you students. See you in the next video.